Caleb, how you doing, brother? welcome, sir. All right. Off we go then. Z Vengeance, how you doing, brother? Dude, how you doing, sir? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the perfect time again. I literally just finished my tea and finished eating. So now we're here. Profile, how you doing, sir? Last stream on mine. Yeah, Kicks chat is pretty weird. It does the same thing on mine. Like you see there. It doesn't really clear. I don't know why. I don't know. But it also only holds snapshots. So I'm assuming it sort of clears. It's set. I'm assuming the programming is set in such a way that it only holds a number of lines. So instead of clearing whenever you close the session, it'll clear a number of lines and then it won't clear anything else. I don't know how it specifically works. What's Friday, D Vengeance? What do you think of this? What do I think of what? Thundercool, how you doing, brother? Hold up. New quest, Washington, D.C. After 2 years of work, Steph and I have just launched the Creator Economy Caucus in the House of Representatives, a bipartisan group where creators can work alongside lawmakers to ensure legislation is timely and relevant for the internet age. We've already got 10 reps on board and we're just getting started. We'll eventually want to assemble creator advocates from around the country, so if you're interested in helping Washington understand our world, stay tuned here for more. So MatPat. Didn't he stop? Like, he stopped doing YouTube. He's the guy that did, like, the, what was it called again? It was like gaming, food history, food theory, game theory. Yeah, the food theory guy. Okay.
Grabbing topics, right? Right now, we all know the major headline-grabbing topics, right? Everything from online privacy, responsible use of AI,
Ray, how you doing, sir?
Algorithms, protection of children on the internet, the list goes on and on. Creators are some of the first people, the first businesses to actually have to confront these issues head first on a daily basis. And it's our hope through this Creator Caucus and through the conversations that it's going to inspire that we can help educate legislators on these fast-moving, ever-evolving issues so that legislation is timely and relevant. On the other hand, some of the issues that we're going to be speaking about aren't making the most exciting of headlines, but are equally important and critical to the survival of this budding ecosystem. Things like clarification of tax codes for a new category of entrepreneur and access to small business support and resources. Every congressional district has itself a creator.
Why do you need, I don't understand. Why do you need business help? Like, just buy a camera, buy a mic and go, bro. Yeah, I don't think I want him to be the one to be the face of this. In all fairness, I don't understand why this exists. I don't understand why creators think this is required. I mean, legislators have not had any of this up until now, and they're doing just fine enough destroying everything on their own. I don't understand why YouTubers have to help. You know, I don't think YouTubers need to help destroy economies and stuff. You know, this just seems like the problem with this is it seems unnecessary, and it seems like the kind of thing where I'm not sure I trust your motivations. I always have a problem with motivation because this just doesn't seem like the kind of thing that any normal YouTuber that just cares about YouTube would dream up, if that makes sense.
Creator-led business, and there are more and more appearing each and every day. This isn't just an East Coast, West Coast issue or a Middle America industry. This is an everyone industry. Many of the issues that are facing the creator economy are also increasingly impacting small businesses and civilians at large. More and more, all companies are relying on these digital platforms to get their messages out and to grow their customer bases or to improve their growth potential. So in our mind, this is just as much a creator economy caucus as it is a future economy caucus. And so it is our great honor and our great privilege to be working with Representatives Clark and
Just want to point out, like, everyone in the background, I'm assuming these are some of the creators in the caucus or whatever. Dude, can you get a collection of more soy-looking dudes anywhere in America? Are you telling me that it is impossible that you could just go on the street and just find one masculine-looking guy that looks like he has normal testosterone levels? Why? Bipartisan my ass. The problem with this is you know for a fact that it isn't going to be bipartisan.
Van Dyne for recognizing the value of this space and for including us and other creators in these very important discussions moving forward. Thank you. And back to you.
Yeah, it might not be. You're actually, I don't even think that's wrong. I think you're absolutely right. I don't think this is his initiative. I think this is the government's initiative, but the government requires a face. Nancy Pelosi can't possibly stand up there and say, oh, we're going to start giving a shit about creators. It's like, do you even know what a creator is? I don't think you know anything about this. Why don't you just sit down, Grandma? Let the kids do kid stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is like there. Because remember, the whole point is the Democrats are currently struggling to figure out how to talk to men. Right? They're struggling to talk to men. I wouldn't be surprised if this is literally what this is. I would not be surprised. Ah, boys. What a day. What a day. You know what I want to do? I want to play Dragon's Dogma. That's what I want to do. Dogs and Dragons, start it up. Yeah, we'll go in a second. I just need to I just want to share this with you all. Starting to think that genuinely in the gaming industry, the worse job you do, the more likely you are to succeed in everything you do. Like ruining an entire studio, not a problem. They will promote you, actually. Granville, you're not wrong, but remember, you do also have Pocahontas, Elizabeth Warren, who was an actual tribal leader. Well, not leader, not, but part of it. Well, not really part of a tribe, but, kind of part of a tribe. Like an actual Native American. No, just American, but claims to be Native leader, So that too, that works. Maybe we should get the Native American caucus going. What about the Native American Creator Caucus? And then we can have a Black Creator Caucus, and we can have a Asian Creator Caucus. Then we can have a small penis Creator Caucus and a large penis Creative Caucus. We can have all sorts of caucuses. We're really looking out for the needs of the little man. Yeah, I saw that. I saw part of Asmongold's response as well. So wait, according to her son, him showing up at the protest is brave. Yeah, that's him putting his money where his mouth is. I won't lie to you. If it was me, I would love to see Hassan go down to Gaza. Like, he too can get himself like a freedom flotilla or some shit. I mean, him and Greta Thunberg can go down to Gaza together. Like, prove it, bro. Go to the front lines. Go fight on the front lines. The retard claimed half the people protesting are his fans. I wonder how that go when Cash Money knocks on his door. Oh, I mean, yeah, I'm highly doubtful of the claim that half of the people there are his fans. There were a lot of people at the riots. I didn't see anyone really fanning over him or even give a shit. Agonian, how you doing, sir? So I'm highly suspicious of that nonsense. Highly suspicious. Agonian, I can't complain. Life's good. Yeah, I don't see a single 14-year-old there, regardless of the truth of the claim. The claim has been made on record. Yeah, I actually said, did Hassan just, I think I tweeted it. Did Hassan just admit to radicalizing America? Tinted Grill, will you try it? When the third person is in, and if it's good enough, sure, I might give it a go, Agonian. But I don't do first person sort of board. I find first person sort of board very annoying. Dude, I would love to see, this is the only dream and wish I have. I want to see the feds investigate Hassan. I don't want him to go to jail for anything he said or whatever. I just want them to investigate Hassan because I am convinced there's terrorist money behind Hassan. Like, I am so convinced. I would say I am 99% certain there's terrorist money behind Hassan. And I want him to be investigated for it. Because if that is true, the man is going to jail. And not because they're violating his free speech rights, but because he's an actual terrorist sympathizer and recruiter. And I'm pretty, like I said, I'm 95% sure Hassan is a terrorist recruiter. I'm 99% sure, but I can't be 100% sure because that wouldn't be right. We just add allegedly and we save. Yeah, allegedly. But I'm not even making the allegation, so I can't really say allegedly. I'm not making any allegation. I'm just saying I would not be surprised. That's all I'm saying. I wouldn't be surprised. And hey, if I'm wrong, then maybe I'm wrong. It's fine. I will take the L on that. I don't think I'm wrong though. I think Hassan. I think there's skeletons in them closets, boys. There's skeletons in them closets. Now, this reminds me of something. What does it remind you of, bro? Going in, what's up? Yazzie Vengeance? What's his name? Oh, wow. Why is Kick's chat now frozen? Yep. Is a famous quote that goes, if I fail, Wait, if I fail, only I'm failing. If I succeed, it's a victory for all the people. Caleb, you're not frozen on this site, but you were frozen for a second on the website itself. Because there's a piece of crap. Let me see if there's a way for me to fix this. Let me just see. I'm gonna try and see if there's a way to stop the nonsense. Because I am so sick and tired of having to constantly moderate this shit. Really? They're only... Oh, come off it. That's not right. I'm just banning a bunch of words now on Kick to try and get rid of the bullshit artist that's consistently trying to sell nonsense. Don't need to go over his history, but when you said I'm willing to take the L on that one, good reminder of that quote, because if you're right, we all win. Well, yeah, I'm more than happy to be the one to go down. You know, more than happy to be the one to go down. I want to see evil people get what's coming to them. I want to see justice. And I feel like there's quite a few people that probably needs a bit of justice. Why does YouTube show offline? What's happening? Wait, Agonian, you asked Elden Ring GOAT third-person RPG easily. Elden Ring was fine, but I would not call it the GOAT. Your live streams have become political lately. What gives, bro? Muddy, how you doing, sir? I wouldn't say they've become more political than what they've been. I talk about whatever chat wants to talk about. I'm not really interested. Like, I don't come to stream with a specific angle, Muddy. It's not like I start the stream and I'm like, oh, today I'm going to go super hard on like this political stuff. I start the stream and whatever chat wants to talk about, that's what I talk about, which is usually sort of all over the place, right? You'll have some people that's asking about politics, some people who ask about video games. I just sort of follow where chat goes with stuff. I don't care what we talk about because I always find it interesting. Like even if we're talking about stuff that I know nothing about, I still learn, right, while I'm doing it. So, is Elden Ring not the GOAT? Because it's just fine. If you asked me whether or not it's the GOAT RPG, and it's not. GOAT RPG would probably be something more akin to Baldur's Gate 3, Baldur's Gate 1, Baldur's Gate 2, Dragon Age Origins, Mass Effect 1, Mass Effect 2, Mass Effect 3, Witcher 3, 2 to some extent, but 3 most certainly. Those would be GOATed RPGs. Elden Ring, I wouldn't call a GOAT. It's a good game, but not for me. It's definitely, it doesn't compete with something like Witcher 3 or Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 or Baldur's Gate. Right? It cannot compete against those games. And the reason for it is I prefer the way stories are told in Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, Witcher 3, and those games. I prefer how those stories are told. I'm not a huge fan of... It's not that I mind the way Elden Ring tells the story, but it's definitely not my favorite. You know, I would have preferred more voice acting, more questing, send me on quests, send me on epic adventures. Instead, it's more of this... You're in this world, you're trying to figure stuff out, and maybe you stumble upon some lore, but a lot of it you have to read in order to even understand what's going on. And that's not necessarily, for me, something that I like. So I like Elden Ring, but it definitely doesn't compete. It's sort of like Rurikon, right? Rurikon also doesn't mind RPGs, but Rurikon definitely prefers Elden Ring to something like Witcher. I agree with Akalon, the lack of deep story, not my thing. That ER problem. Muddy, the thing is, Elden Ring does have a very deep story. The issue is just you have to discover it. Right? It's not like in Witcher or in Mass Effect where the story is given to you through quest lines and voice dialogue and stuff. The story is more baked into the world. Like the items that you loot from bosses will sometimes have insane lore attached to it that actually teach you more about what those bosses are. And that's great. There's nothing wrong with it. But, you know, for me personally, I'd rather play Witcher 3 for the story. I do think Elden Ring is super fun, though. Can I ask you about content? Sure, man, go for it. Or would you rather I don't? Dude, ask whatever you want, man. Look, if there were certain Hobo Apple, how you doing? If there were certain topics I just didn't want to discuss, I wouldn't go live. Right? Or I would plan what I'm going to be talking about so that we only talk about the things that I want to talk about. I'm happy to discuss anything. And if you ask me something that I'm just not happy or comfortable discussing, I'll tell you. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. But otherwise, go for it. You know, I'm happy. The issue is either discovering it or experiencing it in an hour-long lore dive online. Also true. I think Elden Ring is great, but it's really speculative in its storytelling. But I think that's exactly what they wanted, right? Well, first about your channel, how come you won't do game reviews? I'd love Akko game reviews. I do game reviews from time to time, Agonian, but it has to be the way I play games makes game reviews most unlikely for me. I don't play games the same way most people do. So I don't play games the minute they come out. I tend to not even play games sometimes up to like a year after they've launched. Because I have to be in the mood for that particular game at that particular moment in order to play it. And if I tried to force myself to play it, I would give it a bad review. So, for example, there are times where I'll be super into sci-fi. If you then put me in like Witcher 3, even though I love Witcher 3, I would say Witcher 3 is shit. Because it's not sci-fi. Or if I'm in the mood for Witcher 3 and you put me in like Cyberpunk 2077 or Mass Effect, I'm going to tell you it's shit. Because it's not Witcher 3. I'm looking for a fantasy game now. So I'm very awkward when it comes to gaming. And also, and this is something I do with my reviews that I do, I'm not in any way, shape, or form, I'm not one of those people that think that I need to play the game for 10 hours in order to make a review. I think that's bullshit. If I played the game for 5 hours and I decided I didn't like it, that's good enough. Right? If you want to find a review from someone that played the game for 10 hours, then go watch that review as well. But if after 5 hours I can tell you pretty definitively I hated this bloody game, that should be good enough, right? Sure, you can go try it out for yourself. I'm telling you this was shit. Dude, this is so weird. It's too cold to take off the jacket. It's too hot to keep the jacket on. What do I do? I'm so uncomfortable right now. And I know I can't take off the jacket because taking off the jacket will suck. Get a sweater? I don't have sweaters. But I could probably hold up. I might find something else. All right, here we go. Working on world domination. Yeah, I just grabbed like a hoodie because that's what I have at the moment. But yeah, I don't own jerseys because I find them ultra mega uncomfortable. It's still too hot, but it's fine. This one is better. No, the problem is not salt. I did turn my AC down even more So I went from 23 degrees Celsius to 20 degrees Celsius. Hopefully the AC solves the problem, because I already know what's happening here. The room is closed. The PC is obviously, burning because we're streaming. So the PC is producing a lot of heat, and all that heat is getting dumped into the room, and it's sort of going, hey, we can make you nice and toasty. But it doesn't make me toasty enough to where I want to be without a jersey. It's just toasty enough that the jersey is uncomfortable, and not toasty enough without it. So yeah, it sucks. But hey, this is actually, I'm feeling a lot better already. It could also be that I just finished eating and finished drinking tea. So my body is obviously busy removing food, digesting food, and that will also create a lot of heat. Time for some distraction? Why not? Why not? Let's play some video games, boys. Let's play some video games. See, my only problem with Dragon's Dogma is it's so badly optimized. Like, so badly optimized. The optimization in this game is dog poo-poo. Why is this doing it now? Like, what the hell has happened now? Oh, never mind. I know why it's doing it. I know why it's doing it. Alt enter. Is Alex Jones a blood-hungry maniac like Korn? Red been placing Vsauce, Zeech, Aspen is no. Wait, why are you asking about Alex Jones? What did he do? We're gonna have to turn some shit down. There's some big drama surfacing on certain out of mana mage person who shall not be named, but I don't know if stream appropriate to talk about it since he's been copyright striking and suing everyone that mentions him in negative light. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I know what I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about. You're talking about Pirate Guy. The Heavy, how you doing, sir? Yeah, I think in this instance, though, I'm not sure I believe the drama. I'm not sure I buy the drama. Okay, let's hope this game doesn't freak out and kill my PC. Shall we, chat? Hope with me, chat. Hope with me. Can you guys hear the game? Are you hearing any sound? Likely not. I'm fixing it now. Okay, you should be hearing sound now. Do you hear sound? Very similar to the ones in Dark Souls games. Alright, cool. He's a very shifty individual, but certain fanboys of his ripped me apart back then. I just don't know. Do you think he's guilty of this newest thing, Z Vengeance?
On a guess, lend me your ears. Long has our Fevrimon suffered, without a true monarch to guide her and her people. Decades have passed since last His Majesty Erland sat atop the Draken throne.
Yes, Sigurd.
Long have we endured, yet it has not been for naught. At last, the bell has tolled on the age of the console. At last, we may celebrate the coming of our rightful ruler. The return of the Sovereign.
That's me. I'm the Sovereign, no? I'm mega powerful, actually.
Your Majesty shall have my eternal fealty.
Your Majesty.
Chat's talking about Mr. Pirate Software. I don't know why I'm in the mood for Dragon's Dogma. Just sort of bit me. I was like, oh, I really want to play this.
Behold, before you sits the rightful inheritor of the Draken throne, chosen by the dragon as its enemy. Behold and rejoice! Fortune has delivered us our savior at last! At last! Praise be, for only the Sovereign's guidance can lead us true. All hail the Sovereign! All hail! Let all present pledge their allegiance to the Sovereign. Let us be united in the hope that our liege's reign will ne'er end. Long live the Sovereign of Vermont!
There it is. You didn't know that, Guardian?
Thou who wouldst slay the dragon, if thou seekest to behold this world in its true aspect, abandon thy reason. Cast aside thine heart and thy life both. I ask thee to demonstrate thy will. For naught but thine ambition can alter the course of the rivers of fate.
Still won't ever get over the fact that goal is pronounced jail in some weird psychopathic instance. Never. In a million years, if I didn't know that, would I guess that that is how you pronounce Goal? In a million years, bro. I also remember he had a certain site he owned. Wait, what site was that? It's the Old English word? But maybe I'm a crazy conspiracy theorist. Language changes? Yeah, but that language was nuts.
Now, which one of you was it? No need to be shy. I've just got to take down a record of your name and face. Come on, step forward.
All right. Me.
I thought I recognized you.
It's me. Yeah, let's go. Let's make your character. Let's make ourselves a character. Nope, we're gonna go with human. Then we're gonna go with a human that apparently, yeah, we'll go with the tallest human. I don't know. It's fat humans that can carry more, right? I don't think tall has anything to do with it. I think it's fat. Like the fatter you are, the more you can carry. Let's go with this, and then yeah, let's give us a nice jawline, shall we? Yeah, let's customize it further. Okay, let's see here. So we can go height. Why did it this does not look right? But we can carry about 112 now. Yeah, that almost feels like it's more natural, no? Okay, that wait. What? Dude, no way. So with my torso, are you for real? I lose. We get it back. Trap size. I've got big booty traps. Upper body muscle mass. Lower body muscle mass. Upper body size. 129. Lower body size. Oh. We are a chunky boy now. The problem is just, I'd rather not look like an ass. I don't like that. Yeah, that would physically annoy me. I'm just gonna go with this. It's fine. All I want to do now is change the hairstyle. Wait, no. Go with that. Do that. Catch you later. Go and take care of yourself, bro. Rustic. I don't like that because then I don't want to play with my own character. Doesn't make sense. You've already partially encumbered. No, but that's genuinely how this game works. Like the chunkier you are, the chunkier you are, the heavier you can carry. Okay, I think that's everything I need to care about. Can I? Yeah, let's finalize this shit. Alt. All right. Now body. No. Basic detailed customization. No, we've already done that. Vocation. So you're fat, so you carry my shit. That's nice. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go with fighter. Let's start with fighter. Because I want to end up as a mage. Which means the best way to do that is go fighter, then archer, then thief, and then finally mage. We'll go with fighter, it's fine. Voice. New. Why is... I'll go with that, it's fine. Loading circle of death on Kick, but I can see you on Twitch. Interesting. Stan was here. How you doing, sir? DD2 doesn't have stat gain like one did. You will cap at 200, whatever you go with. Some just cap faster in some stats. What stats? I don't know anything about stats. Oh, and this is your surname, right? Moniker is moniker what's in front of your name and what's after your name? Of watching the 500 protests in my country. Oh, Stan was here. Yeah, literally over the whole protest bullshit. Michael, how you doing, sir? Please tell me the chest slider increases carry weight for female characters. We can taste it as soon as we make our pawn. So this comes after Accolon Arcano, Archipelago, Aurelius, Accolon Aurelius. I'm gonna go with that. Accolon Aurelius. We're a young boy. Oh, we're 999 years old. No, we're super young. We're 18 years old because we're the king now. And confirm. I don't even think age matters in this game. Yeah, I'm ready. Accolon Aurelius. Well, I could have gone for...
I ill like that look in your eyes. 'Tis queerly
Augustus.
brazen for a pawn. Most of your kind have eyes blank.
Or Marcus.
like others. Mayhap 'tis only natural, seeing as how you rise from the dead. There's aught different about you, though. Could it be that you fear death just as we mortals do? Worry not, vessel. 3 days here, and you'll be longing for death's sweet embrace.
Suru, how you doing? Brando, how you doing, sir?
Come along, you feckless dullards.
How dare you? He just called me feckless. What an asshole. Dude, look at my giant. Look at my giant. Pity the fool. Your character's Hulk. Dude, look at the size of this thing. Towering over Maine. I should have given him a giant face as well. You know, I should have made him look like a proper giant. Instead, he looks like a normal dude, but his head's actually a little too small for that body. Black Shogu, how you doing, brother? Look at those neck shoulders. True. Lol. Oh,
You're up to, layabout. Get a move on.
I'm coming. I also mean fishing in current Swedish. What class are you going with today? We're gonna go warrior. We're gonna start with warrior.
Injuries pain you. Pray, do not overexert yourself. This is no place for one of your ilk. 'Tis harsh beyond measure. Even we pawns are pushed to the brink. You ought not anger the overseer. Let us proceed to the site.
But yeah, I'm gonna start with warrior so that I can make my way. So that I can make my way to mage eventually. So we want to do warrior, rogue, archer. Basically all of the classes that then allows me to go mage as my final one. All right, let's go pick up a boulder.
You are prepared to work. Then you ought begin by carrying stones out from the station in the back and bringing them here.
Okay. I got this. Do we do fat character? Black, we've already done our character. We can't do fat character now.
The vicinity is quite cluttered. Pray leap. That post.
Can you actually jump? Oh, yeah, you can actually jump while holding a rock. They need to add more classes to their next Dragon's Dogma. Dude, everyone seems to be complaining about something.
A job well done. Now the next step is to...
Like, I've heard some complaints that there's not enough monsters in this game.
motion.
Is that correct?
We ought to investigate.
Okay, let's go investigate then. I got this. Oh, it's Medusa. Although, isn't Medusa supposed to be hot? Not Medusa, this.
No, the damn thing's been awoken. You got to fell that fiend, even at the cost of your lives.
Man, that is some hanging tits right there. Like, those tits would actually need plastic surgery. Like, they are flabby. I'm a hero. All right, let's go.
Observe your foes carefully. Attack the situation in Mars.
I'm just stabbing the bitch.
I'm a rich Shields offer welcome protection from attacks.
Oh, well, that came out of nowhere.
Boulders, barrels, and the like can make effective weapons for clever combatants.
Look at these guys just climbing up on her. All right, I've got him. Whoa, she's breaking my shit.
When delivering targeted strikes, I would recommend killing these.
All right, I got him. Isn't Medusa in Greek mythology supposed to be very clever and intelligent? In this one, she's stupid as shit. Hey, Brando, thanks for the sub, sir. Really appreciate you. Thank you, sir. And yeah, on to the... Oh, Sekinek, thanks for the gifted sub, actually. I really appreciate you, sir. Thank you. I will be trying out Dune.
Flee while you can. After all, your charge awaits you. You cannot linger in this place forever. You have lost your memories. 'Tis surely the work of a fell curse, but worry not. You need only believe in your own destiny, Arisen.
God son it. The accursed creature escaped. Oi, you! Get back here!
Just run.
This way, Arisen.
Run! Oh, shit.
Let us flee.
Let us flee. Look at me, run away from the pawn. Oh, let's jump.
That is the only
There's only one Medusa, the rest are Gorgon. Well, was that Medusa or was that Gorgon? All I know is this one's tits were flabby as hell.
Not even a pawn.
Not even a little hot. And I think Medusa is supposed to be a little hot, no?
Don't just stand there! Shoot it down! It's getting away! Bring it down! Bring it down!
This type of monster. Medusa is the individual. Medusa are a specific individual. Gorgons are the monster type.
learn all you can of this world you must protect.
Yeah, but was that Medusa or was that a Gorgon? Do we fight more Gorgons in this game? Sin family, how you doing, sir? It's a nice looking game. It's not the greatest looking game in the world, but it's not a bad looking game either. They stole that Griffin from Dragon Age? Wait, did they steal from which Dragon Age was that, Pringles? I'm trying to remember now. Which Dragon Age did the Griffin? Where's the Dogma? I have no idea. Black. Although, there's no dragon either at the moment. Wow, can't believe that they did that. I wonder why Asmund hated this game. Wait, Asmund hated this game? Why? What? That makes no sense. Why would you hate this game? Not too bad. Caffeinating my way to less sleepiness. That's a valid way of doing it, sir. You love the first one. Asmund liked it, but he said that DD1 is way better. See, I never played DD1, so I have no idea if it was better or worse.
Pray, keep your distance, Arisen. Worry not for me. The brine may swallow me whole, but I will not perish. There is a stone not far from here, known as a rift stone. Pray, seek it out. If you're truly the Arisen, then our paths will surely cross again.
Why does that happen? I never got a good answer to that. Why? I know there's a gameplay reason they didn't want people to swim. But what's the lore reason for this?
A griffin appears one moment and falls the next. And now you stand before me.
It's best to listen to these guys and not look at their mouths while they talk. And now that I've told you that, chat, all of you are going to be stuck looking at the lip syncing. I want to spoil it for you right now and say that this studio spent a total of 0 hours lip syncing this game. A full total 0.
Was it you then? The one who was riding on its back? 'Tis a wonder you survived. Accompany me to the stronghold. We'll treat your wounds and hear your story.
Wait, Brine is an entity that holds the layers of multiverses together. If the rules break down and gods get corrupt, Brine takes over. Oh. Look at that. I guess kind of makes sense. I can't believe they killed my bird. Would you jump straight to multiverse? But sure. What do you mean we jump straight to it? Is there more to it?
I've never heard of such a place. There's certainly naught like that here in Vermont. Could it be you were held in the neighboring country of Batal? Nay, I suppose that's unlikely. We've been estranged from Batal ever since the war. It is difficult to imagine any citizen...
I don't necessarily think I can save more. I'm not sure if there's a way to save more often or not. And I'm definitely not going to go into this save the whole time. Let's see if there's maybe keybinds for auto saving. I mean, DD2. It might be an engine thing. It might be that the engine itself just makes swimming really weird. And so obviously they just decided not to do swimming. Because I think Monster Hunter is made on the same engine as this. We just started and we're already at multiverse nonsense. But Caleb, to be fair, I did ask a question, right? I can swim in Monster Hunter Wilds? How? Everyone else is saying you can't. What's happening? I mean, I don't think there is a way to save more or not more. I think you save what you save and that's it. And I'm not doing this the whole time. Because that's nonsense. Normally F5 would be that. But for some reason F5 here doesn't save shit.
Fie! Goblins! Let's take up your weapons, sir. You'll be needing it. Where are you going? I'll not force you to receive treatment, but I'd at least like a word.
Oh, come on. Is he not gonna help? Oh, come off it. I think he's not helping me. I'm doing myself, I guess.
There are oft items to be scavenged from...
After a while, you will hate them. Hate what?
Have you beheld the dragoners yet?
What you say when sleeping in inns too?
I've not, and I count that a blessing. All I know for sure is that 'tis a beast e'er more fearsome.
Does have the coolest goblins?
One need only look to them.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't mind the goblins.
See that. can but hope that the Sovereign will rid us of Verla.
Oh, come. Wait, what? I think I've just about died. Oh, well.
No means feat, to be sure. But that's the Sovereign's duty, isn't it? When the dragon rears its ugly head, the Sovereign appears among the people and steps forth to challenge it. I dare say Vermin owes much of its prosperity to the Sovereigns who have served in real time. Though, personally, I'm just glad to know we've
I'm
lost
dying. How do I not die? I'll just do like that. You understand? Non-binary and trans abominations? I don't think that's in this game.
Speaking of, it would seem fortunate.
At least I don't know of any of that.
You might have fallen in the water back there. And I can scarce imagine aught more tragic than finding freedom, only to be immediately engulfed by the brine.
Yeah, I still don't really understand what the brine is or how it can be natural. But, you know, is what it is. Man, look at those traps.
We pawns have long awaited your arrival.
What is this? Pawns. They bend the knee to you so readily, but then... No. Surely you cannot be the Arisen.
You seek the Riftstone, do you not? We can take you to it. Pray. Come this way.
Just pretending that you know the lore? But I don't know the lore.
Stands a Riftstone.
I have no idea what's going on.
'Tis a gate by which we of the Pawn Legion may cross o'er into this world. Pray, summon your pawn. Simply paint with your mind's eye the loyal attendant whom you would have serve you.
Okay. Alright, let's do a new pawn, shall we? We're gonna go with a female pawn to have someone to look at. She's not gonna be fat. That would make no sense. We're gonna make her like that. We go with that. Time for Big Booty Goth GF. Why Big Booty? I don't know if I'll do Big Booty. Ooh. Let's go with that. That's good. All right. Do we have boob slider? I don't know. We might have boob slider. Let's see. Upper body mass. You know, that just makes her really powerful, actually. Height. Oh, giant now. Let's go for 165. That should be good. I don't know what muscle strength really, what it does or does not do. But okay, let's see. Longer legs. Why do you want longer legs? Let's do that. See, this doesn't really work. That definitely doesn't work. What is this? I didn't even know you could have muscle styles. What? Oh. I don't know what any of that means. Well, that's ugly as shit. Let's go with that, I guess. Zero from YouTube. Monstera, how you doing? Chat, I'm not the only one seeing it, right? See what? What are you seeing that I'm not seeing? What's a second navel? What? There's a second navel? When? Oh, you mean that? No, I think it's the way the muscle goes weird or some shit. I don't know. We'll just go with 0. I don't know what any of this really means. Your upper body. Chest size. Here we go, boys. That's big boobies, by the way. That is big boobies. I don't like it that big. That's way too big. I'll go with that, I think. Zoe something? Who? Zoe who? I'm relaxing, just about to go for a trip with Ma, with no clear direction. Wait, you're just going to be driving, Monstra? Just going places? Oh, sure, you can make the boobs even bigger? That just doesn't look natural to me. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like this at all. Zoe Quinn? I don't think this is Zoe Quinn. What are we playing now? We are playing Dragon's Dogma. And we're making a female character for Dragon's Dogma. The one that went from Overwatch to Dune? I have no idea what we're talking about. I have no idea what we're talking about. Okay, now we can go hairstyle. Let's do this. Guys, what hairstyle are we going to go with? Why is this like mostly... No. No, 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 no. Oh, shit. Feel like the torso is too long? Dude, what do you mean the torso is too long? It looks fine. I don't like the fact that it's like male bodies and shit. Or male faces with the hair. It makes it really difficult to know what a haircut's gonna work and which one isn't. Just go with that one because it looks feminine enough. I don't know what any of this shit means. What is sheen? I don't know what sheen is. Do you guys know what sheen is? Okay. She is going to be a mage. Sheen is shiny. Oh. Yeah, I didn't know that. Gloss in game, more sheen, the more glow. Well, we're going to make her a mage. Inclination is going to be calm, I think. Kind-hearted, compassionate, devoted, and dutiful. The most obedient sort of pawn. Favors a balanced approach with an emphasis on support. Quick to aid allies in need. Rational, shrewd, and strategizing. A pawn characterized by caution. Favors defense and evasion. Employing clever tactics to survive at all costs. Simple, curious, earnest, and adventurous. A pawn with their heart on their sleeve. Enjoys exploring and gathering items, and is always up for a challenge. Straightforward, candid, flippant, and impulsive. A pawn unbound by precepts, enjoys the thrill of combat, tackling fierce foes head-on, and daring assaults. What's the game? Tekla, this is called Dragon's Dogma. How you doing, sir? Seeing as how you tell people, they greasy lol, I need a shower. For the mage, I'd say calm or straightforward. Yeah, I feel like calm or kind-hearted is probably... Kind-hearted is probably a good... No, calm is probably the best one. Let's go with calm. And...
The people here are evacuated and safe for the moment.
I will go with that. It's fine. What do we call her, chat? Aha. Katarina. And now... Katarina what? Warhammer sister? Katarina... Do what? Katerina D's nuts. No. Disgusting. Katerina Eliza. Elian. Alna. Emilia. Emma. Emperor. Enric. Erkan. Eren. Ernesto. Arteno. Esther. Ethan. Eta. Faircrest. Faith. Falcon. Katerina. Faith. Fantastister. Fantasticer. Don't know what that means. Felice, Felicia, Fern, Fila K? Katerina Hazor. I don't know if that is even in the game, but we can check. Hanako. Hayabusa. Yeah, that isn't in the game, but I think we can go for Hanako. Hanako is in Cyberpunk 2077. So we'll go with Hanako. You have issue with the frame rate so far? Not really. I don't think so. You guys will know better if there's an issue or not. I've not experienced anything weird.
We are oft called nomads. We wander between this world and the many other realms with which we are connected. I am no exception, and my experiences in these other worlds will doubtless be of aid to you on your adventure. 'Tis my privilege to accompany you as your loyal pawn, and I will gladly use the knowledge I gain to guide you.
Altervaz, how are you doing, sir?
Well, I'll be. A pawn summoning before my very eyes. You truly are the Arisen, then. Strange. I thought the Arisen was in the capital. Surely there's only meant to be one Arisen. Fie, this is all beyond my ken. The Watchhead would know what to do, I'm sure. Though, as luck would have it, he's away. I suppose we'll save any further questions till the Watchhead returns. You're free to do as you like afore then.
Why, thank you.
You've no memories, you say?
No memories.
Perhaps you could make for Melve, then. 'Twas set upon by the dragon not long ago. The Arisen is said to bear some deep connection to the dragon. Should you be Arisen, mayhap you'll recall aught of import there.
Okay. Hey, Leo Jomo, how you doing, sir? Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate you. Welcome to the channel. Thank you. Dragons steal our memory. We don't know what happened to our memory. We just know we don't have any memories at the moment.
Arisen. Pray, ask aught you wish to know. I shall answer, if 'tis within my power to do so.
Tell me of pawns.
Nomads, we are oft called. Born in other worlds, we travel here by means of the riftstones that we might aid you, Arisen. However, I cannot speak as to our true nature, for I know of it not. None of us do. We do not need to. We merely do as we are commanded.
Oh, that's interesting.
Riftstones are gates that connect this world to a multitude of others. By their power have we crossed into this world. And when our mission is done, by their power shall we return to our own. 'Tis the name given to fate's chosen, those destined to command the Pawn Legion and safeguard the world from the threat of the dragon.
Pawn Legion?
Even with your memories lost to you, I am afraid you cannot escape your fate. Very well. May fortune speed you on your way, Arisen.
Why, thank you. Alright, let's... what are we doing?
Looks promising.
We will do this.
Going out, are you? You sure that's a good idea? You seem rather unwell. You ought at least rest for the evening. There should be a spare bed in the lodgings yonder. Only don't go rushing off before you're ready. Take it from me. You're better off resting while you have the chance.
No, I don't know. I don't think this game had any real problems with woke, unwoke. The game itself doesn't really, from what I know at least, doesn't really lend itself to that kind of stuff. then they won't like it, and that's good. Well, I can't remember any outcry about it. Did you buy the game on sale? No, I've had this game pretty much since it came out. I think I got it the day it launched. I just sort of lost interest in it. I stopped playing it and then... But now I'm in the mood for it again. Atifazar, how you doing? Oh, Overwatch training grounds. Let's go. Have you talked about the new Sweet Baby Inc. Wu-Tang Clan game? What? I don't even know what you're talking about. Are you talking about the re-looters? The one where black people are basically just thieves stealing stuff? I want to ask you one quick question. Which gaming console or which gaming... Wait, gaming co? If you're asking me which gaming console, my answer is going to be neither. Get yourself a PC. Although I do realize that some people can't afford PCs, which is fair enough. Then I would go for something like the ROG Ally or even the Steam Deck 2 when that comes out. Or maybe even...
Tell you what, you can stay
maybe even like the new Xbox ROG Ally X, because those are going to be good enough to play most console games on, but also good enough to play PC games on, and it's probably going to be just as strong as any of the consoles out there. I would personally not go for a console, Ati.
My pa always used to say, there's naught a good night's sleep can't fix. Not much else I can offer, I'm afraid, but you'll find all sorts at a finer inn. Aye, being armed is better than being defenseless, even if you're untrained. Still, 'tis worth devoting yourself to a vocation if you can. Opens up new doors, it does.
3 games for it. They can afford a mid-tier PC. I don't think that's true, The Vengeance. When you say mid-tier PC, what's in it? PC prices have exploded, sir. Like, PC prices are it's no longer a walk in the park. Like, the graphics card alone is going to be the combined price of all of the other parts. It's no longer the case that you can build a PC for 1,000. I don't think you can build a mid-sized PC for $1,000. Well, 1,300. When you say decent, what's in it? What's in a decent PC, in your opinion? For people who buy the Switch 2 should be banned from gaming. Oh, that's strong. The new ROG Ally is $800. Add 3, $80. You have a PC. Again, The Vengeance, what PC are you talking about? I don't know. I feel like, yes, you can skim on a lot of stuff, but if you want... So here's my advice to people. I don't think you should ever buy a PC unless it's top of the range. Hear me out. I would argue it is better to save up for a year, 2, maybe 3 years to buy the best PC money can buy, because that PC is going to last you more than a decade. Whereas if you go for something seriously mid-tier, so let's say you decide to go for the 4070 because 50 series is a bit expensive now, and you decide to go sort of everything last generation because you are going to get it for cheaper than the current generation. Let's say you spend $1,200, maybe $1,300 on that build. In about 3 or 4 years, you're going to have to replace that build. Because it's already old now. So you're going to spend another $1,300 to build another one. By the time my PC needs to be replaced, that was top of the line. You've already spent way more money on replacing your PC parts than what I'm going to be spending. So I would actually argue you should build the best PC money can buy every 10 plus years. I firmly believe the 50X series is shit for the price. It is, but it's still the most powerful that you're going to be able to buy. And in that sense, it's still going to exist for a long time.
Stop by the inn in Melve if you get the chance. No hard feelings if you prefer it. They've much more to offer.
But you could also just go for the Neo AMD. Because I would say for normal rasterization, the Neo AMD cards is probably on par with NVIDIA. Like top of the range, the what is it? The 7900 XTX, I think it's called. For normal rasterization, excluding like the bullshit, fake frames and stuff, I think it's just as good as the NVIDIA.
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
All right, we're sleeping, and now we're awake. Oh, who's this dude?
Have a gander at my wares. You shan't regret it.
Well, let's see what you have. A modest camping kit. A harpy snare smoke beacon. A smoke beacon that emits a scent, enticing to harpies. When lit in certain locations, any harpies within range will flock near. Oh, shit. Wait, what? But it's just one use, most likely. That is very expensive for a single-use item.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Was my point that if you have 800 plus, multiple $80 for, say, 5-10 games, because nobody buys a console for one game, you end up at the same price point. Dude, how many people do you know that buys 10 games right off the bat? That seems crazy to me.
We're running low on everything, from provisions to crafting materials for weapons and armor. We've had a hard time procuring goods, what with all the monsters lurking on the roads of Lane. I sent Marcus to gather what we need, but I've just taken stock, and I fear the list I gave him was incomplete. What say you? Could I trouble you to run an errand for me? You'll be paid, of course.
Yeah, why not?
To hear it. Here, take this list of additional supplies to Marcus. He ought to be somewhere north of here. Hand him the note, and he'll take care of the rest.
Very well. I think it's stupid investment to throw that much money on a console for just one game.
Twould be a surprise to see you arrive in one piece, if not. Hordes of monsters have been plaguing this area of late, you see. We've had to start sending out new recruits to cull them.
Is that so? Who went yonder?
Lachlan. But I dare say he'll fare all right.
Aye, I expect he will. Who was sent out that way, then?
Ocado. To be honest, sir, I'm a little worried for him.
What? Weren't harpies reported in that area? I can't handle those beasts on his own.
So now I have to go help them with us?
This is the first I'm hearing of it. Fie! I want to go to his aid, but we can't just abandon our posts. Say, you seem stout of heart. Would you be willing to go in our stead? 'Tisn't far, only a short ways out from the main gate.
Yeah, I can do that.
And Ocado's as well, I'm sure.
We must fly to the aid of those in need.
Oh, let's go help Ocado first. I definitely agree. I definitely agree with you, Z Vengeance. I think PC just consistently proves that. Oh my goodness, what? Oh, dude, come off it. All right. So thanks for the pop-up. Just as the club hit your head. Yeah. Mega annoying. Where exactly am I headed? Right, I think I'm running towards the wrong place. Yep. I'm definitely running towards the wrong place. I want to help that guy. Oh my goodness, that thing just hit me with a bloody rock. You bitch. Dude, I just love how he came walking with his little rock. He's like, little bitch. All right, now let's go find the harpies. I hate harpies. Here we go. It's harpy season. I don't know how to fight harpies. Oh, we don't. It's gonna suck. Come on. Good. Now let's go. Come on, bitch. Get out. That hurts. That hurts. That hurts. Get away from that. Okay, where's this thing? Come on. Stop singing. Let's go. The Switch doesn't matter at this point. Microsoft is already adopting the $80 price tag. Well, Microsoft was going to adopt it anyways. Z Vengeance. This point you were just a cuckold. I mean, I think for some people, consoles still make sense. Just to be fair. Remember, guys, we love PC, right? And I'm going to speak for myself here, but I love PC. I think PC is by far the superior platform, but I also happen to like tinkering with my PC. I find it very fun to tinker with my PC. But I also understand that there's a lot of people who hate that. They don't want to tinker with their PCs. They don't want to sit there and try and figure out how to make things work. They just want it to work right out the gate.
You have my thanks. I do not believe for a moment I could have slain those creatures without your help.
Yeah.
I've only just enlisted, and when I thought this could be the end of me, I was paralyzed. You saved me this time, but I won't always be so fortunate. I'll have to train harder till I have the confidence to face such beasts on my own. Well, I'd best be heading back, but I'll be sure to let my superiors know of your good deed. I hope we meet again someday.
I think you just did. Are you suggesting that bacon isn't one of the greatest foods in the history of the world, Steven? I'm sorry. I'm just trying to figure out, like, is this blasphemy that you're speaking in my chat, or am I just misunderstanding? Consoles for the Xbox fanboys to wage war with. I think the console wars are over. That I will be honest about. I don't think the console wars are going to continue for much longer. I think the big thing with the console wars is Microsoft seems to have had enough with the console wars. They don't seem like they really want to continue with the console wars. No, I think PlayStation won the console wars. I think Xbox is going to win it in the long run, though. And the reason for it is, I think Microsoft has figured out before PlayStation or Sony that the battle isn't the consoles. In fact, the console wars no longer matter because the battle is the games. And while Sony used to be the one that controlled... What the hell?
Survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
You are one ugly broad. For
Shall
sure.
we discuss tactics now or later?
So yeah, I think the biggest problem that PlayStation has is they clearly have not figured out yet that the games you make or the consoles you make no longer matter. Like, no one cares about the console.
Let me get that.
Oh. Papa Shango, how you doing, brother? I am trying to get up on this mountain. Come on. Get up! Don't be like this. Why are you doing this to me? No, no, no. Come on. Don't be like this. You can grab onto that, I'm sure. Really? You can't do that? There we go. Nice.
Over here, if you please.
Doing what I want. Hold up. Oh, there's some gold and stuff here. Nice. Savin Raven, how you doing? Shift up made PlayStation drop the PSN requirements for Stellar Blade, so now the other countries can buy the game. Randy in PUBG mood. I haven't touched that game in a decade. Why in the hell would you be in the mood for PUBG? Like, that is most definitely a bit weird and awkward. I am not in the mood for PUBG. We had Stellar Blade on release. Did we have Stellar Blade on release? No, we did not. Stellar Blade is only coming to PC now, isn't it? Potato. No, you can go up there. Yeah. Don't be a bitch. Believe in yourself, little guy. Believe in yourself. Hearts, buds. I don't think I should be looting this much if I'm... Quite frankly, I don't think I should be looting this much. I rather own games, so don't buy much these days. Got an N64 that I get games for, and have fun. Digital ain't fun. Rustic, if I may ask, what is the actual difference?
That's everything assembled. A job well done if I do say so myself. Oi, did you need something? This is from Sir Geoffrey, is it? Let's have a look then. Why? He wants these as well, does he? I thought I was finished. Why should I have to do all this on my own? I've got plenty to carry as tis. Say, your arms look free. You can handle that list in my stead. And make haste. I would depart for the encampment even a moment sooner. Well, go on. You know what to do.
I think I already have all the stuff that I need. No? Oh, what do I need to do again? Quest. Gather 3 hearts, buds, and 2 salubrious drafts. Should be able to make it, right? Yeah. There we go.
Shall we report our results?
How goes it? Have you gathered everything on the list yet?
Wait, I don't have heart spots? Yeah, I do. Almost panicked.
Brilliant. I knew I could count on you. Here, take this for your trouble. I'll be heading back to the encampment now. They'll be expecting me.
Thank you. It's more convenient to own it. Sits on the shelf, then pop it in and play however you like with no internet or social media required. So Rustic, I am genuinely gonna say I don't mind the fact that you believe that, but I fundamentally disagree with you. I think digital is more convenient. It's one of the few things I don't mind is the fact that we've moved and are moving towards digital. Physical games just take up a lot of space. They're unnecessarily finicky, and if the CD or something breaks, it's over. And they do break quite often. You know, they scratch. There's all sorts of stuff that goes wrong. So I personally just prefer knowing that my games are all in one space. If I want to play something, I literally just go into my Steam library, click the game, install, done. No questions asked. And I definitely like that.
Oi, many thanks for passing.
Gamer Red, how you doing, sir? You don't really own something if you can't physically hold it in your hands. It's the DRM that's the problem. Guys, let me just put it this way. If a game is online only, right? Or if a game requires any sort of online connection, even if you have the physical copy, it still doesn't belong to you. Like, they'll still just take that shit, right? They'll still close the servers and it's still over. And I feel like you guys are ignoring the fact that the high seas does exist. So if they shut down a game on the digital version because for whatever reason they decide you don't own the game, you can't just go sail the high seas, and you will find high sea servers, high sea, all sorts of stuff out there, you know, in the great wild waste. Real Mark Fox, how you doing, sir? Probably mostly the realm of console players whose systems e-stores get shut down. I get that it has a problem. It's just not something that I find. It's not a personal war of mine, right? So you'll never find me making videos about how companies are moving away from physical copies. And even during my podcast with Rurikon, this is something that Rurikon very desperately care about. He likes the physical version of games. And every single time we talk about it, my stance is the same. I don't care. I like having all of my games on Steam. I like it. It makes sense. Because I literally go onto Steam, I click the game, and I have it. I want to play a new game. I literally just buy it on Steam, I install it, I have it. Great. I don't have to go to a shop or wait for delivery. Who gives a shit? Rare for PC digital games to get pulled. An example is Ubisoft and AC2. Their server won't authorize play. It's a literally unplayable game still for sale. Wait, is that actually true, Mark?
As I hear it, you even assisted him in gathering the supplies. I hope 'twasn't too much trouble. Anyway, you've been a great help. I hope I can count on your aid again should the need arise.
They're probably going to do some kind of rework on it.
One less pair. A good deed all round.
That's what they're hoping or waiting for. The big remake. Now, there's a chest here. Where is that chest?
Just as planned.
And how the hell would I get to that chest? Because it seems to be... Oh, there you go. Hello. Ubisoft responded saying they are done with updates to the game. Yes, Pirate Nation and others confirmed it won't launch because of Ubisoft's third-party DRM. Dude, now there is where I would agree it's bullshit. But here's the thing. The game is also dead for people who bought the physical version. Because if the game requires any sort of server connection, it's still dead, right? Like, you're not going to be able to communicate with the server. But, again, the high seas does exist. And I know for a fact and the only reason I know this is I've seen it. My particular port of entry, shall we say, has a specific fix for these types of things. Like a category where you can download fixes for stuff. Let's say that. Let's say that. Physical's also dead, just the same. Time to find a crack. Yeah. Dude, I don't think the gaming industry understand how much of a problem piracy is about to become.
Hey, old friend. Many thanks for aiding Ocado. 'Twas a relief to see him return, and none the worse for wear.
Aye, that it was. The poor sod might not have made it back alive had you not intervened.
'Twas a bit too early for him to be seeing actual combat. That much was made well clear. We'll be extending his training period. The instructors here are well known for whipping recruits into shape with their grueling regimes.
Speaking of training regimes, I must admit I've half a mind to ask you to join us. We could use someone with your experience.
Oh yeah, real. I mean, but we have the evidence for it, right? It's not like we have to guess about this. And that's why the gaming industry is just stupid beyond belief. Because we have the evidence. We know that when Steam introduced regional pricing, piracy went down. People started pirating games less. Because fundamentally, if I were to, there is no, even if you wanted to make the argument, right, that piracy has gotten a lot easier than it's ever been before, I guarantee you it's not easier than Steam. Right? It just isn't easier than Steam. I can't get to Steam now. The game's being weird. But on Steam, it's literally click install, done. It's going to auto-update everything. You're never going to have to worry about anything ever again. There's no going into your firewall and blocking the game in your firewalls. None of that stuff. It's just install and go. But if prices get too high, where we are now, because they're all going to go that route, people are just going to return to the high seas. Because bollocks to paying $80 for a game. Can I go now? Should I go now? Yeah, I have to go to Malv.
I'd hasten home, were this not my duty.
Piracy, risk of malware, difficult to update patch, no achievements, generally, can't go online, mods may not work. Oh. Oh wait, what is this? There seems to be some stuff going on here. Is there a ladder that I could fight these guys on? Or not really? No ladder. But I think we are going to run that way in a minute. No achievements. I mean, to be fair, I'm one of those weird gamers that couldn't give two craps about achievements. In fact, I find achievements really boring. Get away from me, you bitch. Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory. Overconfidence is an enemy.
Years ago, my mom was on a minimum wage job at a place. Her monthly salary was $340, the equivalent of $170. It's when I realized it's asinine to spend half of my mom's monthly salary on a game, because of course publishers don't give a crap that such price in some countries is ridiculously high. True. Most games have quite a few time waster achievements that are little more than frustrating exercises in tedium. You are not wrong, but I find the concept of I find the concept of achievements to be very, very annoying. And the reason for it is I think it incentivizes the wrong things. Because you have so many people that's literally playing games. Where's this asshole blowing his horn? You have so many people playing these games, and you know achievements is actually designed to get people addicted. Like, that's the whole point of... Like, the entire point of achievements is to get people addicted to the games. Because they know, if you give people a checklist of stuff to complete, they're gonna feel compelled to do it. And I hate that. Because it takes away from me from the purity of just video games. Should encourage you to explore and complete the game's content, not tediously perform boring, repetitive tasks. Because you're weird, Akko. How is it weird to hate? Guys, am I actually weird for hating achievements? Like, tell me there's other gamers here that hate achievements, that think achievement farming is stupid. I cannot be the only one. Like, I refuse to believe that I'm the only one who thinks that.
Let us trust in ourselves and proceed with caution.
What a thing to hate. Yeah, and hate is not too strong a word. I don't think I'm you know, overreacting saying that I hate it. I hate it. No, let's not go there. Get away from that. We want to go to Malv. No, it isn't weird. I think sometimes if it offers something like a challenge, it might be good. Otherwise, I can't be asked. I'll tell you where I actually loved achievements. When achievements were first added to World of Warcraft, I actually kind of loved it. And here's why. The achievements originally in World of Warcraft was stuff like in the Firelands, you had this sort of, there was a quest where you had to jump on this trampoline thing and you had to do 20 jumps in a row. So it was sort of like, it was a challenge, right? It was like a skill challenge. And if you could do 20, you'd get an achievement for it. And that shit was mega fun. Going around, like the first achievements in World of Warcraft that had all of these sort of skill checks built into them, that was so fun to do. The problem nowadays is, oh, you just carry 2,000 kilograms. Congratulations, here's 10 achievement points. What am I doing with these achievement points? Oh, nothing. You just have 20 achievement points. Congratulations. Oh, you just fell down and got back up again? Oh, goody. Here's 50 achievement points. Oh, you fell down twice in the matter of 5 seconds. 100 achievement points for you. Why am I getting all, like, why is this an achievement? Oh, look, you allowed an orc to punch you in the dick 5 times without blocking. Achievement time. Oh, man, I don't give a shit about any of this. Why is this in the game? My favorite achievement of late is die. Oh, man. Echo falling down is literally one of the first achievements in WoW where you get it for dropping 50 yards. Yes, but it's dropping for 50 yards. Do you know how many people I know that died on that achievement? Because it's difficult to sort of guess, right? Because, yeah, you're supposed to drop without dying. And I know so many people who dropped and died. Your car got stolen. Achievement time. Yep. GTA. Oh, you just stole the car. Here's an achievement. 200 points. Oh, no, you didn't steal the car. Here's an achievement. 200 points. Oh, you did steal the car, but the police shot you dead before you could drive. Here's an achievement. 200 points. It's like, wow, I feel like I feel like this is a participation trophy at this point. You guys are just infantilizing me here with this bullshit. Be born achievement. It's not. You fly on top of that tower and jump. It's exactly that distance. People were farming this. Z Vengeance. I remember watching people die in Orgrimmar because they overestimated. Because remember, the whole point of this dying or of this jumping was that it's on the verge. If you jump even a yard higher, that's death. So that's what made it an achievement. And I saw so many people die. I remember running in Orgrimmar and seeing people just fall flat. Blah, blah. I even had one guy say, how do you do this achievement? He couldn't understand it. What about the play button? Wait, what play button? Turning Trons and Velgard? Wait, what? Yeah, there was actually. You're not wrong. Yeah, I covered that. There was an achievement to go trans. The next decade. Now, in all fairness, I do actually believe that wokeness is about to die. The culture war is still going to go on, but it's going to change. There's going to be a new type of culture war. But wokeness itself, I think, is dying. I think most studios have realized that people are just not interested in this bullshit. And if they keep pushing, they're just going to basically go bankrupt. So the culture war is definitely going to change. It's not going to go away, but it will change. But wokeness is pretty much dead. But can you imagine if wokeness didn't die? In 10 years from now, imagine those achievements. 100 points for sleeping with a trans character. Another 100 points for sucking the dick just right. But then also at the moment of orgasm screaming, I'm straight as fuck. Like, that would have been achievements in games. Because why not? If you can write Dragon Age the Veilguard and the Tash storyline, that is definitely what's coming in games if the wokeness continues. Achievement transition is love on date person in PvP. It's called Make Love, not Warcraft or some shit. Oh yeah, but that, to be fair, is a bit more tongue-in-cheek. I miss the old Blizzard, man. I miss how Blizzard used to be. You know, back when things were good.
Hope to see you again.
Not buying.
Data transgender, pretty much. And it's not okay to just date a transgender. What needs to happen is you need to pretend like this is completely normal, otherwise it doesn't count. I'm supposed to do something here.
Hast thou forgotten thy destiny, thy charge?
Why does my guy look like he has constipation?
That is most unfortunate. But it doth not release thee from thy fate.
Oh no, what happened now? Sony gave she has balls. There's more love coming in WoW Midnight. Dude, from everything I'm seeing, WoW looks so woke. Like, so woke. Let's go, Dragon. Oh, damn it. Wait, the dragon got me? He got me. Here we go.
I must summon reinforcements.
Dude, I'm doing no damage to this guy. Oh boy. Here we go. Man, this dragon actually looks scary. Why does the dragon do this?
From this moment forth, thou art arisen. Charge and all.
Why is what is this? Why does the dragon do this? That was some force bullshit. Not how, why? That's the real question. I don't know Vindictus Defying Woke remark. I have no idea what that is.
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me.
Oh, I just had my heart ripped out, lady. Just let me chill. Let me rest for a bit. Holy shit. Because the dragon can. Yeah, but why is it doing it? It makes no sense. It just turned me into an Arisen, and apparently as the Arisen I have to kick him in the nuts or something. Chewy Centers. Ultima Knight, how you doing? Wow, cute. Money shot right there. Oh, wow.
This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? Pray, save your thanks. 'Tis only just that I should aid you in turn. After all, 'tis only by your courage that I live today. Had you not leapt between me and that dragon, I know you suffered for it. Such ghastly wounds. And I could not hear your heart beating. It was a miracle that you survived.
Actually does look cute. See Vengeance? It's a new semi-online game by Nexon in alpha. Has Souls-like elements. It's the game with the chick in the trailer with ginormous jugs. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'll have to check it out.
Arisen? I'm afraid I don't understand your meaning.
Fact that they did no effort on lip syncing is so insane. Listen, I'm afraid I don't understand your meaning. Like, could you not even just make the lips touch? Just make the lips touch. Even if you don't want to do lip syncing, like no one's. This is just nuts.
Aught to do with why you were taken to the castle? They said 'twas so that your wounds could be treated. Though I fear you have no memory of this either.
Does she have plenty of beer in the jugs, or does she sell any other beverage? I have no idea. You're asking me the wrong questions.
I am of the Border Watch. Someone with Arisen-like abilities came to this village, horn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Till then, take care. prison.
She wants us, boys. She wants us.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. You match my soldier's description. I'm glad I found you. The ruler of Vermund, currently convalescing in the capital, became arisen here in this very village.
What the hell?
If you can't get him, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are arisen, you will be received with open arms.
I doubt
Oh,
that.
but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait till they are reassembled. Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you as well. Mayhap
Okay.
now would be a good time to speak with him. Last I saw, he was having a drink at the inn.
All right. Let's go speak to this Sir Leonard. Look into Wu-Tang Clan, Rise of the Deceiver. Pringles, why? Because it's so woke.
Saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now tell me, are you registered with a guild?
No.
Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, it will only take a moment.
HBI is involved in the game Wu-Tang?
If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you.
It sounds familiar to me. I don't know why it sounds familiar to me, but it does sound familiar.
For those who seek to master the sword and sheath.
I don't really care about these stories. Should I listen? I don't want to listen to all of this.
Very well. There is no wrong choice, but I shan't take up any more of your
I'm gonna make my own decisions anyways, bitch. Hey, let me live my life.
We also offer changes of vocation for them. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself.
Yeah, okay, that's great. Let's do
If you need
this.
something.
Yes. Okay, let's quickly think here, chat. I want Shield Bash, not really. I don't really want Shield Bash. I'll take Airward Strike because that helps a lot. Ooh, let's do Spacebar on that one. I don't like this. Powerful blow with a shield. It can knock targets off balance, but it rarely, if ever, works. Let's go core skills instead. Oh, no. Okay. We have to make it work some other way. Wait. Katarina. Let's do a focused bolt. And then for a weapon skill 11, strikes the enemy from above with tongues of lightning. Can summon additional lightning bolts by consuming summoner. Palladium conjures a cluster of magical energies that blocks up to 3 attacks from the target. Fire boon enchants the cast's weapon. Oh, yes, please. Fire goes hard.
Always a pleasure.
Are you saying, Pringles, are you saying that there's only 5 seconds of gameplay shown?
Where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The Watchhead's waiting for you.
We may benefit from pursuing the information.
If there is aught you wish to know of vocation, very well. There is no wrong choice, but I shan't take up any more of your...
I remember for a fact there's another way. Never mind.
Have you some business with the
In its trailer, yes. Okay.
Sorry if I was in your way.
But I mean, that's nothing new, Pringles. The question more is the game woke? Like from the trailer, can you see that the game is woke or not?
No, I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry yourself on my account. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop in Vernworth. So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. Made the journey all by myself as well, if you can believe it. But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for the medicine. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way. But what more can I do?
Of your aid.
You do that? Suppose there's no harm in that. If you're really sure. Oh, sir, I'd be most grateful. Seems my luck's not as rotten as I thought. I'll wait right here for your return, sir. And many thanks for your kindness.
Okay, now I have to create some stuff. If I'm not mistaken, this stuff. Oh, but I don't know if I can make any others. Are you for real?
Make the fruit rubberant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Rune's apothecary here in.
How many do I have to give her?
Say, have you brought some fruit
Oh.
for me?
Got him. Okay, Pringles, we'll watch it before we end the stream today.
Many thanks, sir. I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for us. He'll want
The
to
Heavy, welcome back, sir. Welcome back.
It was a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
Don't stumble around in the dark. Outfit yourself with one of our fine lanterns, but mind how far you stray from home at night, lest beats be drawn to the glow at your hip like moths to a flame. Alright, now, where's the? I could have sworn there's another quest that I have to do here. Is it worth buying Dragon's Dogma while it's 84% off? Are you talking about Dragon's Dogma 1 or 2?
Let us take care when and how we put them to use.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you.
Oh, I have no idea about Dragon's Dogma 1. I don't even know if it works because it's a very old game. From what I understand, people waited almost a decade, if not longer than a decade, for Dragon's Dogma 2.
First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Very well. Speak with me once you've fit.
Okay. I could have sworn there's another quest. Don't I get a quest from that Sir Leonard guy to clear out that nest?
Hail.
Yeah,
You've a
I
moment
thought
to
so.
spare. As
I
you can
thought
see,
so.
we're rebuilding. A task that can always benefit from another pair of hands.
DD Dark Arisen is awesome. Wait, Dark Arisen, is that a different game to normal DD? Or is it just remake? The DLC for one. Okay. When did that launch?
Excellent. You're a good sort. Here's what I need from you. A Basque of Saurians has made their nest.
I remember this quest.
I'd like to enlist. I've prepared.
I
some
thought as
explosives.
much.
A saurian nest so near the village is worrying indeed. Let us see the
Dark
explosive task
Arisen.
there as quickly as we may. Indeed, you are correct.
Alright, let's launch the shield. Ooh, boy. Now, isn't that nice? I don't know, like a year after 1 came out. But how does 1 run? So the original, how does that run?
Well, that appears to have sent some of the beasts reeling, at least. To finish the job, I'd have you drop it. With any luck, the Saurians will realize that they chose.
That's great. I had no issues. When last did you play it, Grofile? This bitch played it on Microsoft 7. You know, Windows 7, and he's going like, oh yeah, when I played it, it was beautiful, like 10 years ago.
But pray, take care not to drop it in the river.
Like 6 years ago. Yeah, but come on.
On a daily basis. You must make sure your aim is true. Are we clear? Good. You'll find the jars of poison just outside the village. Toss one into the Saurian's nest, and your task is done.
The combination of colors tells us what the class is all about. There is 3 classes within it, a combination of 3, so 9 classes. Now we have single classes with no combinations.
Now we are to throw a jar of poison. Be sure to handle it with care, Master.
There are unlocks and stuff, like a way to unlock better abilities and stuff.
Mayhap you will think this a trifle, but... Well done, Master. Those Saurians shan't dare approach the village for some time, thanks to your efforts. One could not have...
It plays great on modern systems. I played it recently. It's surprisingly similar to 2. Oh, nice. I will then give it a go.
You've done as I asked, I see. Many thanks for your efforts.
You're welcome,
I must
sir.
say, you've a fine arm. I couldn't have done better myself. Watching you got me thinking. Mayhap you've the sense to inherit the skills I possess. Or perhaps 'tis a little early for such talk. In any event, thanks to the work you've done for us today, the rebuilding efforts ought to proceed apace. And for that, I'm grateful.
Okay. Yeah, I heard a lot of people complain about DD2, but since I never played DD1, for me, DD2, at least I remember playing it when it just came out. And I actually enjoyed it, but I got sort of distracted and I started playing other things. And I'm now in the mood to play it again. But I remember very little of it.
Good. Then let us be on our way.
I remember there's some big monster that I'm going to fight at some point with these guys. Not... I can't remember what monsters, but there's definitely some monsters that I'm fighting here. Is the story a continuation? No idea, Davey. No idea. Oh, come off it. Oh, whoa. Oh, look at that. Perhaps Mage's Thief, Arcane Assassin. I think in this one, you don't really build combinations of classes. You have your class, but each class has like these passives. And you combine these passives together to basically strengthen your original class. DD2 is a different version of the same world, multiverse thing. Different. Wait, really? So it's not the same story, nor is it a continuation of the original story. Dude, that's insane. I don't know if I like that though. Because yes, on the one hand, it creates the perfect opportunity to basically do whatever you want, but also
pretenders.
Let me get that.
Well, the dragon is a continuation. Did you kill the dragon in the first one or not? Here we go. Oh, come on. Good job, boys. Oh, here we go. What in the hell? Depends on your choice, but canonically you slay the dragon.
If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aim.
Okay, so
Would I be of assistance?
still doesn't make any sense. Never mind then. You guys are no help whatsoever. Is there a continuation of the game? Who knows? I can tell you, but it's spoiler since you don't play one. Oh, okay, no. Then don't spoil it. That's fine. I'd rather not get spoiled. The heavy, we will not do spoilers. It's fine. Oh, wait. How do I get in here? Hello? How do I... Ah! Well, would you look at that?
We are none of us alike in vocation. One should think we'll be able to counter whatever comes our way. Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible.
Oh, more of these guys. Instead of throwing them like cavemen? If the ally rioters have more brain cells, they should have utilized the sling from the Greek era. Dude, the ally rioters is such a joke. Like, the entire thing that's happening is really a joke. And what's annoying is most of them don't even realize it.
Of the lay of the land from here. We are alone here, methinks. Perhaps we might stop a moment and find our bearings. True enough.
Where the hell am I now? People use any riot as an excuse to commit crimes? Dude, to be fair, rioting is already a crime.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act. Please dispense with the formality.
Alright, fine. Now we have... Alright, I confuse riots with protests. It's an honest mistake. If the media is to be believed these days, there's no difference between a riot and a protest, you know? One's peacefulness just looks slightly less peaceful than others. You know, so in a protest, there's no burning cars that they're burning for peace. Whereas in a riot, they're burning cars for peace and shit. Which, you know, when you think about it, is a really logical thing to do, actually. Like, why wouldn't you burn cars and stuff for peace. Wait, how do I get there? Oh damn! Wait, I see things. I need to get in there. How do I get in there?
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
I am rather lost. Hello? Someone help me. Here we go. Oh, she... No. Get out. Get out.
Prepare yourself.
Just pick him up. Done. No questions asked. Lol. Yeah, it's mostly peaceful violence. Like, you know, all of these conservatives need to shut the hell up. It's mostly peaceful violence. Now we get Karen screeching at the cops for nothing. Dude, sometimes I look at what the cops are going through in the US, and a part of me does think maybe you just want to pull the trigger, you know? Like, a part of you thinks if you were a cop, you'd probably go, man, I'll just make up some excuse here. I'll just be like, oh, accidentally, damn, oh, no, I didn't want to do this.
Oh, I'd not have thought we'd find one here.
Our collection grows. Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
National Guard is there. I've expected them to build scrapwork weapons to fight the cops, but the woke left is too lazy. Well, the woke left doesn't like weapons, do they? Where the hell are these guys? Boy, bros. Let's get going. Do you think you should be allowed to kill a protester if they throw a brick at you? Not kill, but I would say that I think if a protester breaks the law in any way, shape, or form, they should face the harshest of consequences. And I mean harsh, as in maximum jail time. Because what a lot of protesters do, or rioters rather, what they'll do is they'll use this as an excuse.
I shall bid
right?
them open the gate.
They'll use protests as an excuse because they know that the police tends to be so occupied with just trying to restore order that the police doesn't arrest a lot of people, which I think should actually be a case of you arrest everyone. Every single person, and they face maximum charges as a result of it. What I do think...
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
This might actually be super hot take. But what I do actually believe is, you guys know these climate protests of the people sitting in the street? I think you should be able to just run over them. If you've stopped and you've asked them to move and they don't move, you should be allowed to just go. If they don't move, it's their fault. Like, they killed themselves.
And Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I will make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say?
A brick could kill you, though. Not wrong.
Arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
A brick can absolutely kill you. But, I mean, I think if people are throwing bricks, I don't know. It's a weird thing, because I feel like in many ways, in some ways, the police has too much power. In other ways, it feels like the police doesn't have enough power. So it is sort of like this thing of, do you think, of course he has Pringles, because I'm assuming his viewership is way up as a result of it. I'm sure his viewership is looking great.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
My coworker is hit by a brick from a rioter in his leg. He's permanently disabled and was medically retired. Whoa. Then maybe, yeah. Then maybe if...
Cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
Thundercool, I mean, so here's the thing. Whatever laws we pass or allow for protests, we have to remember that some protests may actually be legitimate, which is the only problem you have usually with things like this. Because we all know the current protests that is happening in Los Angeles is illegitimate protests. These lefties are retarded and thinking they're fighting the good fight, right? So it doesn't really matter. We might be sort of incentivized to want to come down on them very, very hard and sort of shut them down no matter what. But we have to remember, let me just quickly answer this. Sorry. Just spam. And some temporary political bullshit. He'll never walk normally again. That is actually sad. But as I said, I think a big problem is the fact that if you go too hard on if you go too hard on protests, you'll also be killing the ability to actually legitimately protest stuff. Now, I'm not one to protest, to be fair. I actually think protests are largely useless. You see, in my opinion, if I'm truly unhappy with how the world is set up, I'd say grab your gun, form a militia, and go sort out the problem. Why would I protest? This seems wholly unnecessary. So maybe it doesn't bother me that much. But yeah. I know for a fact the left pisses me off. Right now, the politics channel on Discord pisses me off. Why? What's wrong on the politics channel?
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
I mean, it was a WoW Discord for a long time, so I'm assuming it's very woke. Z Vengeance? I'm assuming there's a lot of woke people on that Discord. Because every time it's gaslighting and bad faith argument from the same people. Well, to be honest, that does seem to be the sort of default approach from
As your pack becomes heavier,
from the left. There's this. I should probably not generalize, right? I think generalizations are probably not very helpful. But I'll say the following. One of the things that I find interesting on the side of the left is how often I'll find people on the left going out of their way to try and excuse anything that their community does, right? Anything that their side of the aisle does, just immediately gets a sort of pause. Whereas
who does your step?
anyone else, right? So if you're a oh wow, is it possible for me to get across here? Oh no. Yeah, it's fine. Dude, let me get out, please. Thank you. How do I get to that side? There must be a way. Guys, what the hell are you guys doing? What the hell are you doing? There we go. Right now, the argument is about deportations and arrests. Deportation and arrests, because Trump is unlawfully arresting people, and when brought up that Obama arrested 10 times more, his arrests were lawful. But of course, this is exactly what I meant when I said the problem, at least from my perspective with the left, is their absolute inability to see the hypocrisy in their arguments. To the woke women in the riot love men, like those Mexican. I don't know if they love men like that. I do know they make a bunch of weird arguments usually. Like a lot of their arguments are very confusing. I've actually heard women make the argument that if they got rid of all of the white men, women would be safe. And the reason they make that argument specifically, as brain dead as that might sound to a lot of people, the reason they make that argument is because in the West, just pure numbers, right? White men are, say, for example, far more likely to commit sexual crimes against women, right? Purely based on numbers. But now remember, the numbers in question here needs to keep in mind that the overwhelming majority of people in the West are white. If, however, you went by demographics, so you actually went on comparatively to the size of the demographics, you'd find that white men are not anywhere near as dangerous as certain men from other cultures. But now, of course, that would require nuance and the ability to understand context. And most of these woke women they don't even know what that means.
No sense letting the enemy gain the hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. More of the same, it seems.
I am not a huge fan of caves. Oh.
Lest we be set upon from behind. Be sure to keep your wits about you.
Bro, this could hurt so badly. These guys hurt in the beginning. Oh, shit! Oh, crap! Yeah, I'm about to die here, I think. Okay. No, stop doing that. Oh my goodness. Please. Please revive her. There we go. Oh, we did it. Boys! We did it. Although, I don't think we were the right level for this. If I'm very honest with you, but hey. According to a study at both Harvard and Boston with Colab, with the Japanese study, showed that 71.2% of people doesn't have an inner voice. I don't need much else as proof that emotion drives most. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. That does not surprise me. I'm just not sure if I agree with those studies. Like, for example, a study that says most people don't have an inner voice. Explain that to me. Like, explain that to me like I'm 5, please. I need someone to make sense of that. How can you not have an inner voice? In other words, you literally live your life just reacting on instinct. Basically, you just instinctively decide to do things. Oh, what? Oh, here we go. Oh, for the goodness sake. No. I don't get either. It doesn't, it's wild, yes. Everything must be just reactions. You see, I don't necessarily believe that. I don't believe that. Because if you're telling me that you have no inner voice, that means that you have no subconscious. In other words, you have no subconscious. What I think is more likely is that most people have completely silenced their subconscious.
Their master, Saurians, have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Look at how big this thing is. Oh, come off it. Damn it. Okay, I don't think we're supposed to be in here, boys. We're not supposed to be in here. These guys are way too high level for us. We're just going to continuously die here now. We'll leave. There's no point. There's no point in this. For those of intelligent people, we can't comprehend how many people have no capacity for inner thought. They function like lesser animals. Well, the argument here would be that if we make the argument that there are people with no inner voice, then they would just be animals. Right? That's all they would be. Because they are effectively just acting on instinct, which is what animals do. Remember, the thing that separates us from animals is our ability to think about the things that we're thinking, to question the things that we're doing.
What do you do? Do be mindful of your surroundings.
Yeah, we'll have to come back to this area. Where we see so many people.
Those recruits don't know pommel from point.
I don't understand. Where's that captain, dude? Did they already leave? Oh, damn. The captain and them left. Oh, I was given the option, right? Stuff like reading will develop inner thoughts for people, since that's where it's most prevalent. It must be, in my opinion, I think there's something we're missing. There's something the research is missing. Because I genuinely don't believe that you can have human beings with no inner thoughts. But like, how would you even taste for that? Because it's most likely just based on what they said, no? It's interesting that they chose lamb for skag.
Not like a feast to get you ready for bed. Good sleep is the key to a good adventure.
Inner thought or comprehension of astraps? Like, if I do this, what might happen? Yeah, but that is basically what separates us from animals. Like, if you don't have that, it means that you are just an animal.
This has no bearing on our current conversation, but might I say, pawns in this party are women only.
And yet no two of us are the same.
I've a knack for gathering items, and
I don't care. I don't want you. Thank you. I'm full. I think I'm full. Yeah, I'm full. Let's go.
While in another world,
Tis a glad thing we rested when we did.
try not to get hit. Left all that window to waste.
I grant your weapon a magical boon.
Oh, okay.
Match your skill, master.
Maybe you can have thoughts without it becoming more than that. Like, I'll eat this because that's what I saw. No, but, I mean, in that instance, what you're describing is just an animal, right? Because an animal can definitely have the idea of, oh, I'm going to eat this thing. The thing that separates humans from animals specifically is our ability to say, why do I want to eat this thing? And so not just, do I want to eat this thing, but why do I want to eat it? And then also the question of, I don't want to eat it because of reasons.
No sense letting
Oh my goodness. You run into trouble with inner dialogue? I guess that's why I'm dumb as a bag of rocks sometimes. Tekla, explain to me what you mean when you say you're bad with inner dialogue. Oh, here we go. These bitches are back. Oh my goodness. Oh, what? Yeah, I'm fine. I hate... In fact, I need to think about it first. Does emotion count as an inner voice for you? Well, what do you mean, does emotion count as an inner voice?
I am in awe of your powers of detection. Indeed. Good on you for
I think emotion, like proper emotion, so not just basically going around being... What the... Not just being controlled by your emotions, but actually...
Yet enough to shoot.
Right. I guess we're done. I remember that people without an inner voice were not able to imagine an image. Okay, how many of you can't imagine an image in chat right now? How many of you, if I told you imagine a black cat, cannot see an image of a black cat? Like, I may as well be speaking gibberish. I feel like these guys are way higher. These guys are way higher level than I expected them to be. My mind is light mode Twitch, and I do see the black cat mamming insanity at me. Monster.
There can be no harm in bringing this along.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures. Is that my brother don't have an inner voice? I refuse to believe that that's a real thing. Just FYI. I am completely rejecting this as science. Get back off the driving with Mom. And how was the drive, Monsra?
I can manage for the time being.
I don't even know where the hell I'm going, bro. Are we going the right way? I don't think we're going the right way. No. Most certainly this way. It was decent for the most part. A few honks here and there, which upsets my mouse nerves. Wait, honks? Like people blowing their horn at you. Like hooters. Or, I guess it's in America, hooters is a very different meaning. Inner voice deals with self-reflection, decision-making, and problem-solving. I don't know what that means if you lack one. Well, if it deals with problem-solving, decision-making, and self-reflection, it means that you can't do any of those things, right? So you cannot problem-solve, which is actually a problem that we see, quite frankly, or quite interestingly, we see with specifically Gen Z, that Gen Z lacks executive function. Significantly lacks executive function. So the problem with Gen Z is because they've been stuck with their phones pretty much from birth almost. And executive function is super important because let's say I told you, hey, I want you to go to the other side of the canyon, right? So there's a canyon. Imagine we're standing on the one side of this canyon, right? And I tell you, go to the other side of the canyon. Executive function is your ability to plan the steps required in order to get to the other side. Or let's take something even more unimportant. Imagine you're waking up in the morning and you're going, right, I have a project that needs to be done by 10 a.m. What are the steps required in order to get the project done? Gen Z doesn't have this. They can't plan executively for whatever needs to be done. So it kind of makes sense in that sense. But it would mean that you would have no ability to self-reflect, which again sort of stands out as true when I look at a lot of people, specifically on the left. You do see a severe lack of self-reflection there. Decision-making, I probably wouldn't say that's wrong either, because from what I'm seeing, most people in the world are more than happy to give their free choice away. Just let someone decide for me what I should or should not believe. One was at me, and another was for a massive truck that was telling people, get out of the way for them to make their turn, like the food trucks that turn wide for tight corners. Why was the truck blowing their horn for you, though, Montera? I think we broke this quest, just FYI. Because you're supposed to be doing this with the soldiers. Yep. Oh, come off it. I hate this so much. Oh shit, right in the noggin. Kick his ass, Seabass. There we go. Amu, how you doing, brother? Alright, we've done it, boys. We've done it. How vividly... Wait, Chad, how vividly can you imagine stuff like how transparent it is? How transparent what is, though? Well, a truck wasn't for me, but a car behind me was aggravated that I apparently cut them off while I signaled for the right lane. And I could tell they were annoyed was because they gave me a honk at the red light when it turned green. Like, hey, jackass, get a move on. All right. Okay, makes sense.
Shirk your duty, lest you forget, 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
I'm not a huge fan of driving, though. Could you say that Asmund have more of an inner voice than her son does? Well, I don't think Hassan, like, if I'm to accept this, right? Like, as you guys know, I'm not necessarily interested in accepting it. But if I were to accept it, I don't think Hassan has any inner voice. So yeah, I would be happy to say that. 30 days of driving indeed. I just hate driving. Monster. I'm not a fan. Did it block it? But you can easily turn it off.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
All right, let's move, boys. Let's move. I don't think we're at the capital. And I don't think we're going to get to the capital. Or I think we screwed up the quest to the point where we will not get to the capital. Because you're supposed to get a cart that helps you get to the capital. But I think we've screwed that up. We're going to be running with our little feet all the way to this capital, bro. You're going to be trekking for a while. No, it's not fight more of these bastards. Oh, here we go. The man. No, it's not our man. Is it? Not. No, we are running with our little feet. Looks fun. Why Steam reviews is mixed? I mean, I think a lot of people expected the game to be something different. And there are legitimate criticisms of this game. So, from what I've heard, one of the big criticisms of the game is a lack of variety in the monsters. Like, you fight a lot of the monsters the same, just over and over. Which did cause a lot of people to be very annoyed. Because it's sort of like, dude, come on. Let me at least enjoy parts of the game.
We can infer much of the lay of the land. Have no need of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
And you do fight a lot of goblins. The standard is... Oh, but that could also definitely be it. Actually, I didn't even think of that, but it could definitely be that the standard is Elden Ring. You know, people were looking forward to Dragon's Dogma 2, Elden Ring Edition. And because Dragon's Dogma 2 wasn't Elden Ring Edition, they were not very happy. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, come off it. Now look at me. I'm asleep. Yeah, I'm trying, but these bitches won't let me go. I've got it. Found the name. Aphantasia is the inability to conjure images with your mind. Can someone do a quick search for me, please? On, what the hell is going on here? Like, someone just check for me on, like, Grok or ChatGPT if this inner voice thing is even real. Because I'm still not convinced. What's the name of? I imagine just search research for lack of inner voice, because there are people that's claiming that there's research that's done on this and it proves it. I just want to know. Oh my goodness. Clear now? I don't think it can be confirmed. No, but how legitimate is the research? I'm not so interested in, like, can it be confirmed? Because obviously it can't be confirmed. But how legitimate is the research? Like, is it super contentious? Because you get a lot of bullshit research for bullshit stuff.
Let me get that.
And then once you actually get into the research, you realize, oh wait, no, this is just complete nonsense.
Turn out your pockets. I'm taking it.
Where's more? Must be missing something.
Your magical aid.
This wolf's trying to get away. Pub made official have a link to. Apparently, lack of inner voice affects 5 to 10% of people, according to the AI at least. That's a lot. Could be me to some extent. I mean, what's the research contentiousness of it? Like, according to the AI, is there a lot of conversation around it? Like, a lot of people questioning it? Or is it mostly just confirmed? Wait, with a study in the journal Psychological Science, Madison Newsweek had one article, 1 in 10 lacks an inner voice, so we'll check academic papers. Grok says it's legit for everyday application, not legitimate in religious circles due to the lack of verifiable evidence, and as expected in philosophy, it's highly debated. Yeah, I would say that I fall in the camp of highly debating it.
Come to think of it, different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Each to their own.
I don't know, man. You see, the problem also with a lot of science is the fact that the philosophy of science has been completely neglected over the years. So you oftentimes get a lot of science that completely lacks the philosophy element of it, and philosophy is oftentimes what is required in order to understand the data.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Because the data can show you a lot of things, but it's how you interpret the data that's important. It was pretty detailed with studies that ran since 1970s into now. Probably best data there is. Black Sugar, what do you mean lacks ground? It's sort of like, so what I mean by that is you get the same sort of thing when it comes to
I expect this would fetch a fair. A sum at market. A fitting reward for a rigorous search.
you get the same sort of thing with data, right? So people who will link data and then the analysis of the data is really bad. And you see, the problem is that with just data, I can convince you of a lot of bullshit. Like, data alone is highly insufficient at actually making sense of the world. You need to know how to interpret said data. And that can oftentimes be the problem. Now, science is very much the same in terms of the science alone can sometimes, can give you data, but how do you interpret the data? Stop that. Oh, for the love of good thing. Can you guys just stop that? Like, I cannot. Oh, frick me, man. It's citing some research based on a sample group. Oh, I died. I thought it was already dead. That doesn't appear in standard diagnostic manuals like DSM-5 or ICD-11, and there's very little academic reference to it. Then that would be my answer. If anything, that would be my answer. And it does kind of make sense. Wow, this was not an easy fight. Holy crap. Right, if it was the case, you need to do it research by yourself because every scientist have different results depending on their data. This is again why philosophy of science is so important. Because philosophy of science is what allows us to understand the data that we're getting. Oh. Why is this guy not talking to me? Like, dude, you have a quest?
Many thanks.
Uh-huh.
I hope this serves to convey my appreciation.
All right. So that was his quest. Just help him figure this shit out. Okay. Catch a fam. Buy some armor. Dude, where? I need to get to the main city. I'm still not at the main city. Because I did something wrong with the starting quest. Because they're supposed to give you a van or a cart. But I don't have a cart. So I'm running with my little feet. No. That sounds far more dangerous than what I... Oh my goodness. Oh, what? No, you cannot do that, sir. That seems highly inappropriate to me. Oh, wow. That hurts. Are you for real? Are you for real right now? Oh, come off it. What? Dude. This is so nuts. This is so nuts. I screwed up this entire game. Dungeon Siege? I remember playing Dungeon Siege, but I can't remember anything of Dungeon Siege. Why can't I remember anything of Dungeon Siege?
Useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
Okay, so here we go. Stop bullshitting, man. These tutorials is actually so annoying. We're just going apeshit here. This may work or it may not work. Oh, look, a zombie. Dude, here we go. It feels like I am no longer strong enough to do anything, guys. Wow, all of my guys are dying. Can I get some heals, please? Oh my goodness, here we go. I don't know how to fight you. Oh my... What? Dude, look at him just beating me to a pulp. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? Oh, goodness me. Okay, this is difficult, though. Russia's baby. Why do people hate DD generally? Performance, gameplay? I have no idea, because it's performing pretty well for me. I'm not having any trouble. Well, I'm having trouble, but with gameplay skill, I'm not skilled enough. But in terms of like the game, the way it runs, I'm perfectly happy with it. I think we need to go find a fireplace and just chill until the morrow. Because this isn't gonna work.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
You see, nighttime is more scary, and since I'm still in starting gear, nighttime is really scary. You don't really want to be fighting this at nighttime. I will just say the questionable monetization options was literally them charging money for fast travel, which in my opinion, I think makes perfectly sense for the game. Because they don't actually, the reason they're doing it isn't because they're trying to make money off of people. It's because they exactly want the opposite. They don't want people to fast travel. So they're trying to make it as awkward and expensive and silly as possible so that people don't fast travel. Which I can sort of understand. Stop with their monetization. Why would they stop? Why would they stop? All right, boys. I have to go to Bible study now. Or at least go get ready to go to Bible study. No, Capcom will just figure out more ways to monetize. The big problem is unless we have an actual sort of crises in terms of economic problems, monetization will never stop. Again, unless there's like a giant crisis in the economy where, you know, we go through some massive recession or depression, it will just never stop because the party has not stopped yet. And as long as they can push the party, they will continue to push the party. But okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same place as always. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, for spending time with me. I hope you guys enjoyed it very, very much. I know I did very much enjoy entertaining you guys. As always, be good to each other. Be kind to each other. And I will see all of you in the next one. Peace. Wait, before we go, let me just make sure I have everything set up. Yep, here we go. Peace now.